Okay, so we're gonna do a tier list right now
Uh-oh.
of the songs here.
What is I don't remember the songs that well. I haven't listened to them since I watched the movie.
Too bad. You're gonna have to go
Ah,
off of
fuck.
memory. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the songs. We're gonna provide context to them, and then we're gonna assess them based on this tier list here. So how it's done. We'll start with that one. Opening, opening to the movie. Really a tone setter.
Yep.
A lot of fun. Is it as strong by itself? I say it's not quite as strong by itself, but still S tier for me. What about you?
So I would say the same, not just because it's the opening song, but it's also in the trailer. So it's your
Mm.
introduction to that world to begin
So
with.
was
At
Takedown.
all. Yeah, it is, but it it
So
is
was Soda
more
Pop.
it is more memorable to me um, based on the kinetic action that's happening at the time and it's introduced in the trailer. To your point, visually. So, like, let's take Soda Pop, for example. It's catchy, but what I like about this was there are visual elements that were happening during how it's done. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, the beat happening in time with the punching or the pouring of the water or like the lights flashing against the silhouette of the demons as they're dying in time. And so you're right, probably on its own, not as strong. And while it's also in a trailer, the thing that the movie gives it is better context.
S tier, do you agree, or do you think A tier?
No, no, I agree.
Okay, moving on. Golden. This is the single that they release um, after that opening sequence. The one that kind of pushes things along, where we discover that what's her name, Rumi, is part demon or has the demon
You're gonna
patterns
make
on
me have to
her.
look this up now. I gotta hear
This is a song, admittedly, did not stick with me originally. It's gotten better each time I've listened to it. This is a song that her voice would crack on. Remember when she was trying to sing?
Yeah.
Hitting that ridiculous note. To me, I think it's my favorite, but if you've just watched the movie and not really gone back to the soundtrack, I'm not sure it stands out as much. So I'm open to giving it A tier, even though
Oh,
I would
that's
personally give it S
okay.
tier.
You said the single they released. I'm thinking about
Takedown.
no. When you said the single they released, within the context of the movie, not a single that Sony released to promote.
In the context of the movie,
Yeah.
they
I
released the
remember that now.
single.
Okay.
Yes.
Really good. A tier. I enjoyed
A
it.
tier. Not S
Yep.
tier?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. Soda Pop. Introducing the demons.
Yeah, it's catchy.
It's
Not A
catchy.
tier.
It's bubbly. Not A
Yeah, it's
tier.
not
I
A.
agree. I think
It's
it's
B.
it baffles me the number of people who are like, "Oh, Soda Pop is like the best song." I'm like, "No, it's
No,
not.
they're fun. It's okay to be
Get
wrong.
off. Get up. Get
It's
out
okay
of
to be
here."
wrong.
Yeah. But I do like the if you listen to the lyrics of it, there's like some double entendre, not sexual double entendre, but about
Yeah.
like them being demons and sucking people's souls.
Hmm.
It's fun.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go back to Golden. The other thing that I liked about Golden, while it doesn't happen during an action scene, I thought that the music video that went along with it was pretty good.
It was great. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Okay, Free. This is a duet between Rumi and Ginu, where they realize they're free. This is a song that also I zoned out on in the movie, admittedly. It's gotten better to me as time has gone on. Still not a top tier for me. I think I would give it a B tier above Soda Pop in terms of quality. And I think I'll grow to appreciate it more over time, but not like a standout.
Um, I agree, but here's the reason why I think that the other two songs, pushed the vocal, not necessarily range. I don't know what the ranges of these artists are, but they feel bigger. Um, Golden for sure, and it's all right. It's cute. I do like it better than Soda Pop though. I wish there was like a B plus range. I would put it
I
there.
mean, it's there. That's where it is. B plus. We'll call it B plus.
Okay.
What about Takedown? This is an interesting song because
Is that the one that's on stage when that's the one they're trying to write, right? And she's like,
Yes,
these
that's the
lyrics
one they
don't
were
make
trying to
sense.
write. So it's like you hear it in bits and pieces throughout the movie. There's like three separate segments when they're trying to write it and they're fighting montage. Then there's the train fight, and then there's the stage performance where they bring it on again. So you kind of hear
A.
it in pieces.
It's an A.
A tier, above
Yeah.
golden or below golden?
Below.
Below. Okay, I agree, 100%. Like I think it's
Man, I feel
very
like we need
good.
to
I
go on a
think
game show.
what I also love about Takedown is the lyrics are, they're basically talking about how much they hate demons and how much they're going to beat them. And there's a couple moments where, Rumi's singing it. It's very clear she's singing it with an air of self-loathing,
Yeah.
like, and then also it's accusatory towards her specifically on stage where they're basically in her face telling her she is a demon and should die and all that. And it's just, it works so well just in the different ways they use the same lyrics, not to mean different things, but to be punctuated in specific ways that are
Yeah.
more effective in the moment. So like great use of a great song, but great use of a song in the story to push an emotion and plot as well.
The other thing I like about it is, have you seen the official music video for it?
I don't think so. No.
So at the end of the movie, they are interspersing like the actual artists who are singing the songs with stuff, so you're getting to see them like do the thing. That is the official video for this. So you're seeing like parts of the movie along with the artists singing the song, and that
So
was
there are two versions of the song. One is with the vocals of the vocal performances for the movie, and then
Mhm.
there is apparently a band called Twice who,
Twice.
yeah, who does that version. So that version
Twice is the one that I'm talking about.
is slightly different than the version. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know K-pop enough to know. I can tell there's a difference, but I don't know what the difference is. I think there's like a heftiness and a weightiness to the movie version.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how in Disney movies you have the pop version that happens in the
Mhm.
credits. That's basically
Yeah.
what that is.
Okay. I'll accept that.
All right, your idol. This was the demon performance at the end of the film. Before the final number. The ones
I don't remember it.
I think it's better than Soda Pop. I think it's better than maybe not better than Free. I can go other way. I think it's a better song than Soda Pop. You're just gonna go with me because you don't remember the song.
Yeah,
So
hold
there
up.
you go.
I pulled it up on YouTube because I
Okay.
genuinely did not remember it. See.
See, okay.
It isn't like as
I think so. I think it's better than Soda Pop. It's not as catchy, but I think it's a better song than Soda Pop. Personally, if you want to go see, I can go see.
I mean,
You know what? No,
we don't have to
I would
agree.
go. Let's go B. Well, we got to put it somewhere.
Oh, I
Let's
see.
go. Let's put it at B minus under Soda Pop, just because it's like a compromise. You think it's C? I think it's better than C. So let's put it in between.
Yeah, I think even in the context of the movie, Soda Pop is better. The realization that they're demons, the fans that are reacting to them in Soda Pop, like I like
Oh,
all of
and the
the
visual
things that,
gags too.
yeah, I like all of the stuff that surrounds Soda Pop better than Your Idol. So
Okay. What it sounds like. I quoted this song earlier in the film. This is the one at the very end where this is the song, quote unquote, that they couldn't write that would have saved, that made the golden Honmoon or the Honmoon golden. This is her accepting her demon heritage and accepting
me.
as a part of her. For me, I would say it's right behind golden. It's actually the first song that I connected with. On an
like
emotional
at
and
the very end?
storytelling level. Well, no, because revisiting it after watching the movie, it is the song that I revisited first
Okay.
because I really liked. It was a lot of visual stimulus at the
Yeah,
very end.
you
In
didn't
that,
seem to like the ending.
no, I liked it. I didn't say it was bad. I'm just saying it was a lot of visual stimulus.
Oh, okay.
To the point where I was just
You
like,
wrote
"Oh,
that?
that was it," because the song is like constantly rising
When you
throughout,
wrote
and then
that, I read that as a criticism.
no, that wasn't a criticism. That
Okay.
was just an observation.
Okay.
But yeah, it just kept going and going and going and going and like Stairway to Heaven, constantly rising. Very different, obviously, but constantly rising and escalating, and then going back and then digging deeper and then kind of unraveling or unspooling sort of the emotional aspect behind it. Really just put it right above for me. I might put it personally above Golden and how much I like
Really?
it. Um, but I think Golden is like just a better song.
Yeah. I, and again, so this is weird because it goes back to the idea of what we were talking about, the visual friction that makes something stick. What I liked about this was it was funnier to me
Funny.
because the idea was they were going to go home. They were like couch, 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 couch. They were like ready to relax. Rumi's like, fuck that. She's like, all right, did you enjoy your 5 minutes?
Oh, you're talking about Golden.
Yeah. What did I say?
We were talking about what it sounds like, so I didn't
Yeah, I thought
know.
we were talking about versus
Okay,
the two.
gotcha,
So I'm saying the reason why I would put Golden higher
gotcha.
is because I enjoyed what was happening in the story at the
Hmm.
time. And so like she goes in, she looks at the outfit and they're like, "Why are you wearing that?" And then she releases the song and everybody's like really in like I liked the tension, all the stuff leading up to that moment. Um and I had no idea how everyone else was going to react to her. Like, all right, break's over. It's been 5 minutes,
I was
but
like,
they
"Bitch,
were,
you're a workaholic.
but they
You
were
need to
all on board.
take a break." Well, they were on board. They were just like, "Okay, well, I guess they're still invested in the
Mm-hmm.
success of the song." So it's like, okay, I guess we're
Guess we're
going
in.
forward here.
And so I like that as a from a storytelling perspective. So again, it for me, part of what pushes it over the top is the context in the story.
Yeah, agreed. Which is why what it sounds like to me personally is higher than what I placed it on here as. But yeah, so that was it. That's our definitive tier
That's our
ranking
draft.
for the soundtrack for K-pop Demon Hunters. S tier, how it's done. A tier is golden, what it sounds like, takedown. B tier, free, soda pop, your idol. Pretty much, we just don't like songs with male voices. Apparently, that's what it comes
Which,
down to.
which is funny because I think I do. I like them both equally. I've listened to K-pop artists, both male and female. Although I do think the industry does tilt towards women. Um, I just don't find these songs as they're not BTS, right? It's they don't have the same oomph.
Mm-hmm. They're poppier, or at least
They're
soda pop.
serviceable.
Yeah, soda pop is poppier. Free, I think there's more substance to it, but it's not as catchy. Your idol, I think, is a cool song. I like it more than you do. So there you go.
Yeah,
I probably would
I
have put it as at the top of B tier personally.
I think what you said just now, I think you said substantive. To me, the guy songs in this are less substantive than the females songs, and that
I agree.
I think that is probably deliberate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Yeah,
so it holds true. Good job
like
on them.
those songs are fun and poppy, but like we're not following the emotional journey of like most of the boy band of 80%. Wait, is that right? 80% of the boy band, is that right? The
Yeah.
numbers that up there? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 80% of the boy band, they're just basically zombies, and the other one we are invested in, which is why free is a little bit higher.
But I would even say for plot reasons, right? There I think this is just me again making shit up. I think it's deliberately thin because the whole
Yeah,
idea is like, no, we just need to get you in here so we can suck your souls away. Whereas the other ones are more substantive. They're coming from an emotional place. The other songs are cute, they're catchy, but they're really just to get you there for the purpose of
they're
sucking your soul
like
away.
soda pop, they're empty calories.
Yep. That's it exactly.